Hey cuties! Welcome back to another playthrough of Tokyo Afterschool Summoners. We'll be continuing the playthrough of the story, Summer River Adventure. Otherworldly Raging Rapid River. That's totally not the subtitle. I'll figure it out one day. Otherworldly Raging River Ramble. Okay, sure, if you say so. So, as usual, let me know if the sound is fine. But yeah, let's go ahead and give a quick summary before we begin. Welcome, Jonathan and Yuntran. So, with what happened in the previous episode that happened on Saturday, we went on an adventure prompted by Arachne to help the fellow police officers, particularly Oguchi, to help retrieve what seems to be a skull of some kind, a dog skull. A wolf skull rather, that had been grave robbed from some unidentified location. We managed to retrieve it from the mobsters in the previous episode, and we have just come across Thunderbird, who assisted us with that rescue. Hello, other animal. Let's go ahead and hop right in to the story of Summer River Adventure. Otherworldly Raging Ramble. Raging River Ramble. Raging something. Raging boner. Yo, user 15, welcome back again. Tension and excitement assail the pure-hearted judo youth's emotions, and the cursed power within is unleashed. This raging serpent's power turns the calm river into wild rapids, as a flock of wyverns attracted by the curse circles overhead. Your group was ready to risk it all to recover the stolen relic, but then that cursed serpent possessing the river rose up. In the nick of time, however, you are saved by a mysterious hero whose visage is hidden behind a mask. Summer River Adventure, Otherworldly Raging River Ramble. Episode 3, The Terror of the River Valley of Amnesia. Perhaps they thought themselves no match for us and turned tail. Was that all it took? The river rising from its banks? Personally, dear, I think anyone would excuse themselves. That level of supernatural phenomena has even us in lethal danger. Could that have possibly been? Yeah, these titles are definitely Japanese for sure. Tajikato, is there something on my face? What's with the strange look? It's nothing. Nothing at all. Huh? Yeah, that sure was a sight to see. That even threw me for a loop. It was what led me to you all, though. Anyway, how's our man over here doing? I hear his power made the river go hog wild. That was most certainly not my power. I just want to be clear on that. Sorry about that. I just got here, so I'm a bit behind on details. Sorry, I'm the one who spoke out of turn. Anyway, thanks for helping us. I want to apologize to all of you. Sorry for putting you in danger again. I was not even close to being in danger. Needless concern and needless apology, Jugo. Don't worry, I'm used to trouble. Likewise, Jugo. Handsome and nice, Shiva. I was simply speaking the truth. As long as I am with you, there is no obstacle you cannot overcome. Yeah, what do you say? Arthur, do not cling to my back, so... Oh, worldly desires, be gone! Something with my mouse is double clicking a lot. I might need to get it checked. Well, we're fine, darling, so no need to worry about your dear little head over it. Besides, what adventure has no danger involved? Since we're on the topic, though, might I ask just what that thing of yours is? Well, do we really need to know? After all, who does not have a secret or two? Tachika, dear, is it just me, or have you been acting a touch strange lately? Is everything alright? Anyway, Mr. Jugo, you don't need to share anything you're uncomfortable with. Huh? Well, that is true. Unless, of course, you choose to discuss it. Why do I keep on skipping? In any case, it's because there's just, like, shorter than usual, so by the time I do my second click to skip that, it just goes through the whole dialogue option. Oh my god, the ancient wolves go back! And it's all thanks to you and the others, Jugo. Thank you so much! Indeed, we can rest easier with that relic safely back in our hands. As Amagame's handler, allow me to thank you as well. Well, all is well that ends all. Though I am curious, we've all got our stuff going on. Thank you, all of you. Of course. Were you able to simply do as I did? There would have been no danger in the first place. Am I wrong? You seriously want me to pull that off? Wait, no. You're right. That's the level I need to be at. Does anyone have problems with the game's event stories? It doesn't work, and it says your internet, check your internet, but the internet's fine, and main story works fine. Nope. Not on my side, evidently. I can't say it's bad to aim for the stars. Sometimes, though, it gets mighty lonely up above the clouds. Advice from here, champ. Think it over. Embrace the conflict and find your own path. Mr. Mystery Hero, I suppose? I truly thank you for saving us, but I must ask... Oh, you're right to wonder. What a hero like me is doing in a place like this, right? I was just investigating the area on the business when an emergency popped up that I couldn't bring myself to ignore. Well, that happened to be the grave robbers ravaging the ruins. Right you are, my good sir. So I got to chasing the villains, and then... Well, word came in that a boat from the campgrounds upstream started heading down the river. My whole hero senses got tingling, and I figured danger was afoot. Might have been overprotective of me, but I came to check. Wait, are you talking about us? Why? Were we heading for some kind of trouble? Looks worth 1,000 words. Be best for you to see the reason for yourselves. From what I've found, there's not much danger up ahead. Not yet. Think you can believe me and tag along? Well, how about we give it a go? When the world lies ahead. Sure thing, hero. Okay, baby. Glad you're so quick on the uptake. Let's get going. Eh? Now that the river's calm once more, you head downstream. Right as you're about to leave the forest, however, the scenery around you abruptly changes. You know, I thought this area had felt slightly familiar, but heavens, there's no mistaking it. This is my home. Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's not a coincidence that this is the same background from Valentine Fantasy, which is, I believe, you know, was the same location as where both Echo as well as Heracles came from. What was that location again? Something Olympus, probably. Yeah. Yeah. Olympus. Sure is. The changes occurred right after the river went wild. Not too uncommon in stable world collisions, mind you. This kind of shift can leave sightseers and leisure seekers up the river, so to speak. Still, you can't forget that it's just similar vistas overlapping one another. We're taught how to search for those who get lost in situations like these at the academy. We officers can't let ourselves get lost when we're on rescue duty, after all. Which is precisely why we bring police dogs. The area may look different, but the scent should remain the same. Isn't that right, oh Kuchibagami? Go forth, future pride of the Kyo Police Academy K9 Department. What's the matter? Or as your usual zest and sense of adventure gone, officer? Hey, yeah. Been really quiet lately. What's up? Are you feeling sick or something? There's something I just can't stop thinking about. What are you staring at me like that for? You're one of those suspicious characters! I'm what now? Boy, they sure have a rough sense of humor at the police academy, huh? I'll think about it. Out of your face with the goggles, calling yourself hero, knowing too much about the situation, tailing us. It all reeks of suspicion. How about you explain yourself down at the precinct, buddy? Now, hold on just a moment. I got all your pieces in order, but I'm not the man you need to be suspecting. It's not good to be jumping to conclusions, but... he did save us earlier. So you do have a point. Listen, heroes have the reasons, you know? I won't share my identity, but I think I'm being real honest with you. Mogami, stay, I tell you, stay! I know where you're coming from, but stay! Oh, hey, if we're complaining about people hiding their faces, then Shiva's got a mask on, doesn't he? Right, this is the first time we ever brought up his mask. There's like not really an explanation of why he even has a mask. Are you accusing me of criminality, you lout? Everything's falling apart. What's Arachne doing? Arachne just banging her head. Oh, sorry about that. The familiar scenery just brought up the old traumatic memories, that's all. That aside, this fine winged gentleman did save Arathan, and I do believe there's grace in discretion. What would your name be, good hero? I would at least like to know the name of our savior. Glad you asked. You can call me Thunderbird. Let's just say, I'm always on the side of the oppressed here in Tokyo. We've met before, right? I've heard rumors of you helping people. It's a real wonderful name. Good question. I'm always fighting the good fight for those who suffer, day in and day out. I believe we may have possibly seen him. I don't know if you talked to him directly, but we probably at least saw him in passing in Desert Journey. We might have crossed paths during one of my battles. Hey, let's say we make that our story and stick to it, Arathan. Alright, Megami, you know I'm better now, so calm down. Go any further and I won't be able to abide as your senior officer. Whoa! I'm so sorry! Well, orders understood, Officer Tajikano. A major reason for this summer training is to reel you in from getting out of hand like you did just now. Goodness, Tajikaro dear, you're awfully composed. Why, I thought you'd be reaching for your cuffs like your partner. Well, Mr. Thunderbird is rather famous among the force. I can't say much more, but he is often spoken about. I guess he's like the Batman to Gotham City's the police department. He's a bartender, yep. Interesting to hear, but I won't dig further for now. So, I take it you're satisfied with this old bird's introduction? Well, I'd love to hear more about you all next. What has you heading downstream? I see. Getting that ancient wolf skull back where it belongs, huh? That explains those grave robbers on the scene too. But let me be frank with you. You've got an unstable world collision ahead, and the robbers... No telling what'll happen. Yet you still want to continue? Absolutely! Oh, that's what this wolf skull wants! When a child is lost and crying, you take them back home. That's police rule number 1. And as his handler and senior officer, I cannot let him go off on his own. I'm just along for the ride, honey. That, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of summer inspiration ahead. If you can forgive me for the trouble I've caused, I'd like to come with you. I think I can find the training breakthrough. Well, I can hardly attend to my training with all the commotion in these mountains, so I suppose I could accompany you. I want to help Megami. I guess not the wolf skull, but you know, I did get kind of dragged into it. Okay, I hear all of you, and as a hero, I think I'll join you. Oh! Are you sure? Well, a hero's got to keep everyone safe, so let me stick around. I'll be a big help. Guaranteed! Got some heavy hitters already, but the hero will be even stronger. Thanks, Thunderbird. Oh, very welcome. Glad to hear that from you. Oof, oof. Thanks, Mr. Suspicious. Hey, quit that. It's Thunderbird. Got it? Woof, woof. Got it. You can count on me. We've made a lot of progress, but I don't believe I'm starting to melt. Could we rest a bit, dears? Yeah, I was thinking we were about due for a break soon myself. Weaklings. The more painful training is, the more meaningful it becomes. Smoky God and the rest of you need to learn the meaning of discipline. Grinding the body and mind to a pulp defeats the purpose, though. I suppose one must rest if one is to engage in a lengthy training regiment. You really do always have to play the tough guy, huh? Still, I'll agree with that. What do the rest of you think? Yeah, I racked up a real sweat. I was so focused I hadn't noticed, though. I thought you might ask for a break soon. Trying to push yourself too hard, alright? Shugo, you're sweating a bit yourself. You can't hide it from the snows of mine. Huh? What are you talking about? I'm not sweating. Don't scare me like that. Then when I heard the word break, why, my fatigue hit me like a slap in the face. I could go for a nice bowl of treats myself. Hey, let's relax here then. The status of the premises, however, unknown. Alright, you all stay put and I'll do a quick scouting run to see if I can't find any ice bites to rust rings. Be back in a flash. Then the bird spreads his wings and leaps high into the sky. She was so flip-floppy. I mean, he was kind of like that in the main story too. His entire thing is about like rejection and training and, you know, it's a bit like Smoky God, I guess, rejection of all earthly desires and all that. So it's kind of funny that he's pointing out or calling out Smoky God like that. Only 20 minutes in and we're already done the first part. When Thunderbird returns from his scouting, he leads your group down the river and out of the mountains. You moor your boats in an open spot with a good view and get ready to take a brief rest. Well, this is certainly Olympus. I know this is just world collision imagery, but that does not stop the old memories from flooding in. Seems there's a big river between the two cliffs up ahead. Oh, Gucci mugged me. Still got a read on our destination. Oof, sure do. My house is telling me we should keep going downstream along this valley. The world collision could change this river into something totally different if we don't take too long. So let's stay focused. We don't want to end up stuck in some rocks or something. Depending on you, Malgamy. I'm worried about you, Rockney. You're looking pale, Sajikaro. What's up with that? Oh, me? A pale? Why, I'm nothing of the sort. I simply found myself thinking of how little I want for us to get stuck or lost. If we end up trapped in some magical cave, why, I'd miss the summers. Nothing. I say nothing. Okay, so he's looking forward to his own personal vacation. I think I read his research profile. That's about that, and he's annoyed by being essentially Oguchi's chauffeur. Could you have the decency to not vocalize the worst case scenario? Thank you very much. Though I must admit, something does worry me. Something worries you despite my auspicious presence? Well, Arachne, let's hear it. Impress me. I'm sure I've mentioned that this is my home world of Olympus. Well, back home, we have quite a few cursed rivers. Take the river Lethe? Lethe? I'm gonna go with Lethe. Lethe, for example. One sip and poof! There goes your memories. There's also Phlegethon, a river of fiery water. All said rivers are tributaries of a large underground river, which they say flows into the underworld. The river Styx. That's shocker. Think you can piece together that river we're on then, Arachne? That, I am afraid I cannot. Sorry, I simply cannot. The Olympus scenery meshes and melds with Tokyo's, making this river a touch unrecognizable. Just hoping we don't fall in and drown. Alright, what's with that humor? Are we going to keep going down? Is it memory loss? You mean to say if we end up falling into the river, there's a chance the water may confiscate our memories? I won't have that. I cannot. I can't forget. I can't forget the summer festival. Summer festival? Officer Tajikaro, what are you talking about? What? You have been mumbling about lately. You, of all people, are hiding something. Well, I am the type to speak about myself if asked. Very well, I'll tell you. When I was assigned as Magame's partner, the chief gave me another assignment in person. Daikoku. I thought he was imagining Hogan. After my mission with Magami, I would be in charge of Kyoto Police Academy's presence in the upcoming summer festival. Me! In charge! He promised me such a wonderful reward. A position where I could decide on our styles and outfits. Except, I did not want my junior officer partner to think I was working with him solely for my festival post. Oh, I see. Isn't that just regular old work, though? I feel like other people wouldn't think of management as a reward. Officer Tajikaro? You don't need to worry about that. Not at all. I don't think there's anything selfish about you being on this assignment. In fact, I'm expecting a prize from the chief myself. Oh, Azino, welcome. What do you miss? It seems after meeting up with with Thunderbird and gathering our bearings, we have found ourselves into a world collision with Olympus. And after gaining grounds for a resting spot, we are now just doing some idle conversation. It seems Tajikawa is talking about a different duty he wants to get to where he's managing a summer festival. And Oguchi, he didn't want to bring it up because Oguchi, he was afraid Oguchi would be a bit jealous or something. Now this is just a little rumor, mind you, but I hear excellent police dog students get petsies from the chief himself. Not that kind of pet. Oh, I'll teach this blockhead the lesson he deserves. The chief will teach my body joy with petsies on my tummy. Oh, I just can't wait. I want my petsies. I want them. I hope you get those petsies. I read this but I was actually reading like this. But this shirt is weighing down my back. I cannot help but sense a touch of the, how would you say, adventurous nuance in his remark. But I will remember my etiquette. Adventurous. Yes, those two make a good team considering how similar they are. You're saying they would seek something as base as a reward after training. I'll have nothing to do with it. I trust you rested your bodies enough, as we have no time to be sitting on our hands. Let us... Where did that man with arms like boulders go off to? Oh, Officer Tajikaro headed in that direction a while ago. He said he had something to take care of. What? We were literally in the same conversation. How do you leave? Private business, is it? Perhaps we should leave him to it. That sounds like a terrible idea, Arachne, to be splitting up just for personal reasons during a freaking world collision. But whatever. I'd love to respect his privacy, but you gotta get moseying. I'll go give him a holler. I'll go break up his reverie. Let me go get him then. Yeah, well, be my guest. We'll get ready to move on out in the meantime. At the same time, we have arrived in an area resembling Olympus. Academy Cadet Tajikaro will continue supervising the subject. You see Tajikaro a little ways from the camp, talking into some kind of handheld device. He seems to be recording himself. In accordance with Academy protocol, I'm leaving voice recordings when regular contact is impossible. Over. These will probably turn out to be erased when I play them back. But protocol is protocol. I'll be writing a report on this either way. Oh, goodness. Don't want to think about next month's food budget. It's still hard to work, huh? What was that report? Still hiding stuff, are ya? Ah! Don't scare me like that! I was simply making a regular report to headquarters. A certain someone dragged us into an adventure, but we are still on duty and undergoing training. Magami's just so fiendishly curious. He didn't even listen to his handler's orders. To my orders. Sounds tough. Sounds rough, buddy. Tourists have to be absolute? The police force is an organization, and the orders of one's superiors are absolute. As I must follow Master Hogan and Chief Daikoku, Magami must follow me. Normally, I would grip him with my mighty arms and drag him back to practice by force, but he'd like that. You can handle it. Can bring yourself to? Oh, indeed, I could not. Magami is still immature for police stock. That is a handler's duty to teach him what it means to obey. That is what he needs to survive in an organization like the Force. As a senior officer, teaching him that is my obligation. Yet I could not stand up to his passion. His eyes burned with a determination I could not tame. Failed as his leader. As his handler, he was unable to contain his curiosity. So I will let him see this through, and when he is finished, I will give him the lecture of a lifetime. When I've taught him to regret his actions, we will go to the festival. A carrot and stick. That's my way. Huh? Hey, we'll keep this between us, yeah? Magami doesn't need to know. Yeah, I just like the sound of that. You're being a good senior officer, huh? The secret's for his benefit, huh? I have learned much from being around you and the others, Ayrton. One thing I've learned is that, sometimes, one must withhold information for the sake of another. Though I must admit to always worrying about my penchant for bearing and revealing all. Well, we should head back. The others are waiting for us. So he's just worried about the line of command. Well, we're all here. Let's settle up and head out. I'll be traveling down the river valley to the other end, then we'll decide where to go next. We might end up heading somewhere more dangerous, so let's keep an eye out and remember safety first. You all know the Thunderbird's assessment? Then get up and start heading for the boats. But suddenly, without warning... Wyverns! Aren't they the same as the ones before? Hey, look up there! The wyverns aren't the only problems we've got. Don't tell me. Oh heavens! Aren't those our boats? Why are the wyverns carrying them off? Thought you could think about Newton's tendencies. Why does he always get nude? I don't really understand that. Like, it's based on his lore. He likes opening the door, but I don't understand how it corresponds to opening, like, getting rid of his clothes. Maybe it's just because he enjoyed the party that Amino Uzume had after. So that's quite the enjoyment of party to be taking off your clothes for that. A few of the wyverns fly off, clutching what are unmistakably your boats in their talons. I'll be helping myself to this prize too. Go on, get it. They've kicked up so much dust. Are you alright, dears? Blast it all. They got the relic back again. While you and the others are blinded by a cloud of dust, Mushusu grabs the relic in its claws and flies off. Very bizarre they made Mushusu an enemy. Sorry, landlubbers, but you're up the creek without a paddle. You got no boats, and we broke the valley bridge ahead. Have fun down there, losers. We won this one. It's Mushusu and the grave robbers. You never know when to quit. You chase the wyverns through the full forest, but the difference in mobility proves too great. Never have I seen such impudent perpetrators get in the face of their aerial adventures. Oh, what can we do? I'll spread my wings and go after them, then. The rest of you find someplace safe to. A reckless move. That is something they would have expected and planned for. Duke alone would be a fool's errand. They took our boats and escaped to the other side of the valley, and the bridge is gone too. which means we don't have any way of crossing it. Flying them might not be possible. Hugo's conjecture is soon proven as a deep valley comes into view. Arachne, darling, can you spin a web? Think you can jump at Shiva? Let's fly over, Thunderbird. Honestly, I wanted to see what they all say, but I'll just have to pick Arachne, I guess. My, honey, you know how confident I normally am, but sounds a touch too risky. Because, like, I don't think she actually controls webs, but then again, how else would she make it close so fast? I like the idea of crossing on a thread, though. Maybe we can do something similar. Thunderbird pauses to think, then pulls out a certain trusty gadget from his bag. This wire gun should do the trick. Step back! This thing's dangerous! I wonder if his choice of, I guess, operation here would be different if we didn't pick Arachne. Thunderbird pulls the trigger. A sharp arrowhead sails to the other side of the valley, trailing a sturdy wire behind it. My, what an impressive display of tactical ingenuity! Why though did you happen to have that on hand? Heroes always got to have an ace or two up his old sleeve. I don't use it normally, of course. This thing's right dangerous. Plus, I can fly, you know. Alright, it's all fastened up and ready. So, and then here ever gone zip lining. I can imagine it. I'll attach lifeline to your life jacket's harnesses, stake it to the wire, and have you glide over to the other side. We're going to go all the way to the other side on this dinky wire? You can't be serious! Saphira's taking you, Gio. Suck your thumb as you watch, then. Wow. For I, Stupa, have no need for any lifeline. Yeah! Shiva leaps deftly onto the wire and crosses all the way over to the other side, even completing a somersault along the way. Okay, that's a bit much. This is why he's OP! Everyone should pull from. He's really getting carried away. I'll go next then! Can't stay or sit when the predators are getting away. Seeing you wag your tail like that makes me think you just want to enjoy some ziplining, Mugby. Oh, Gucci Mugby, taking off. Oh! Oh, you're getting someone ads? Oh, I'm sorry. Really, will you say? I really need to learn how to reel them in. And I'll be this is scary as that. I can feel it. My creativity is inspired. My curiosity is stoked. Oh, here I go! Don't take your eyes off me for a second, darlings. What? God! Everyone up and went? They seriously crossed over on this little rope wire thing. Gio, you're looking pretty pale. You scared? You really don't want to push yourself. Oh yeah, he's afraid of like long, wiry things apparently. You got it all wrong. I'm strong. This stuff doesn't scare me. It's just my body's all, you know. After a moment of hesitation, Jigo whispers so that only you can hear. My body's got a curse on it. A curse involving these water serpents called the Mizuchi. It manifests when I'm in contact with long objects, and it goes crazy trying to get out whenever my emotions are rattled. Like, remember what happened in the river? So if I get on that wire... Thanks for inviting me. I'll go with you then. You'll come with me? Whoa, don't touch me! My Mizuchi curse will... Wait. When Arthan came closer to me earlier, her curse would then calm down, didn't it? Momentarily speechless, Jigo stares as you take his hand and head toward Thunderbird. Hey! I told you how dangerous it is to touch me. Are you even listening? So you two are going at the same time. Alright, hold on to each other tight till you get to the other side. After Thunderbird attaches a lifeline to both of your harnesses, you stand at the edge of a cliff. Damn it! Come down in there, all of you! Alright, Ayrton. Prepare to be impressed! Hold on tight, don't get scared and cry. Alright, here it goes! You and Jugo hold each other tight as you glide, with Jugo letting out a comical scream the whole trip. Shiva, honey, I would move if I were you. Oh good, I'm still alive. Jugo falls to his knees once you're safe on the other side. That was pretty fun. My heart was pounding. It was pretty scary, wasn't it? No, I was just relieved that Kirsten near its head. Veering around you has me on the edge of my seat. Mizuchi tremble and remain quiet when I'm around Ayrton. And it's not my power either. It's not like I'm holding them back. And at the same time, it feels like something in my chest is going to boil over. Ayrton, just who are you anyway? Believe me, I know how much you want to catch your breath, but we've got no time. Let's go after those grave robbers! Thunderbird glides above you, leading your group. As expected, the wyverns are waiting in an ambush overhead. Pound, you criminals! Go, Mowgli! Get the perps! Yes, sir! Handler, sir! You're mine! Damn, the Jugo variant going. Yeah, it was a nice angle this way. How the hell did he get over here? Damn it. Get him, wyverns. Knock him into the valley. Loving the scene. That's not happening, villains. That's not happening, dears? Not on my watch purpose. Okay, 3 different ways to see the exact same thing. You know what? This is my runway now, dears. Let's have at the marathon. The grave robbers are cornered with their backs against the cliff. Will you and your team be able to recover the relic? I think you're picking one for your allies. Yeah, I had the feeling that Arachne responded because we picked yours, but how was I supposed to know, really? I wonder if like this actually changes the dialogue significantly then. Time for some tailing, darlings. Take a look at the fashion collection of the Seaside Fashionista. The special thread sample Arachne tosses sticks to the wyvern's wings, dragging them from the air along with the riders on their backs. The wyverns are falling! Hey, Mush! Mush, get over here! You greedy dragon! Quit eating the rest of the sum dumps. If we don't have those wyverns are gonna go crazy. That's not Mush. Its name is Mushusu. Somehow we just know this. You slice up your foe, separating the bag with the relic in it from his clutches. That's finally free. Get the package. Secure the package. You think a bad to the villain robber like me would give up so easily? I'm going to talk you into next week. You seem well trained, but this is nothing compared to a palanquin battle in a rowdy festival. Wasoi! As Tajikawa grapples with the 2 robbers, the wyverns start to thrash about. It looks like the mind control effect has worn off. Seems a good officer has those robbers come secured. Look at those wyverns though. Something's up. Looks like the poor guys are in a panic. They've got no idea what's going on. The wyverns have completely lost themselves. I suppose that's what happens when they're let loose from forced subordination. Look out! Everyone! They're acting on insect, so they're going to be rough to deal with. Mowgli, are you alright? The wyverns are just confused. They're thrashing about in self-defense! Regaining their minds has plunged the wyverns into confusion, and they lash out at whatever they can find. They're just going to attack everything they see! Look sharp, officer! We're retreating! Rip those up. Right then, the Berserk Wyverns slam into Tajikado and Oguchi Magami, sending both of them flying, and the Grave Robbers flying. They are launched over the open maw of the valley, whose depths sit ready to swallow them up. I'm falling! What's With a resolute shout, Tajikado throws Oguchi Magami, using every ounce of his strength. Magami, I leave the relic to you, as your senior officer. It's my duty to track you to the... A powerful gust blowing up from the valley drowns out his voice. Rippo's No way. That can't be. Tajikado! Officer! The officers at Tajikado! Oguchi Magami lets out a painful cry as Tajikado and the Grave Robbers disappear into the river valley. What will become of Tajikado? And what will become of your quest to return the skull? Well, lost the skull again. Alright, episode 4, part 1. Let's do this. You and your team managed to escape peril. Yet another, even more dangerous world collision lay waiting. You find yourselves in a land of dreadful wonder with countless cursed rivers, among them one of forgetfulness and one of flame. When your group takes a brief respite before tackling the challenges ahead, you are assailed by grave robbers and your moment of vulnerability. Gallantly pursuing the craven scoundrels who have stolen your boats, you catch up after crossing the treacherous valley. After the great battle, however, tragedy befalls Tajikado. Oguchi Magami's painful scream fills the air. What will become of Tajikado as he disappears into the valley? Yeah, we got a 1 arrow ad before. Man, that sucks. Well, good thing you came back before as the ad ended, because it was completely all summary of what exactly just happened. Officer Tajikado! It's all because I was so weak. What am I supposed to do now without his orders? Well, what a cop dog to do without his handler? Bitterness and defeat animating his fists, Oguchi Magami punches the ground again and again. I'm sure he'll come back safe. You won't let the vessel pass by. Come here, Oguchi. Thank you so much, but instead of petting me, could you punch me instead? Give me what I deserve for being a failure. Such a good boy, he deserves to be beat up. It's so weird. Okay, that'll be a lot more comforting for me. Honest, just punch me in the face right here. Just lay it on me until all the sadness goes away. Whoa, reel it in. You're going to scare Ayrton. It's going to be okay. Tajikado is real strong, right? I'll be fine, so just, crap. I don't know what to tell him. Seriously? I'm so green I don't even know how to cheer a guy up. It seems those two have returned from their scouting. Thunderbird and Arachne return from the scouting trip, but none of the individuals accompanying them are Tajikaro. Aren't those... It's the grave robbers we fell into the valley with him. Wait, if he got them, then maybe... Ruff! Ruff! Where's Officer Tajikaro? Wasn't he with him? Now hold your horses there, friends. I want you to calm down and listen. The world collisions made things wee tricky. We found the robbers all washed up on the riverbank, but, well, they were, how you say, amnesiac. What? Where am I? Am I all Huey? He's the kind of person who loves to get smashed. I love the wording. What's going on? Don't tell me their memories are gone. Why am I holding this toy on again? I can't remember a thing. Like, what was I doing? Wait a second. You mean this was the river Arachne was talking about? Take the river Lethe, for instance. One step, and poof, here goes your memories. There's also the Phlegethon, a river of fiery water. All listed rivers are tributaries of a large underground river, which they say flows into the underworld. They've lost their memories! Oh no. Exactly what I had feared has come to pass. They've had their memories poofed by the river Lethe. I'm not sure if they swallowed its water while trying to stay afloat or simply out of thirst, but it is clear that they did. Are they going to be stuck like this? Are those memories gone for good? This isn't a transient using the rule, but a recreation of Olympus from someone's memories. It's not the real thing. Right you are. I do not think the goddess of forgetfulness Lethe herself is here, aside from an unstable piece of her river. Which means it doesn't have the staying power of what a transient could do by using the app. Interesting. Guess I never thought about it, but the lands that people are from, as well as, you know, the world collisions themselves, should have some sort of a mystical power too. And that's not really talked about as much as the individuals that also have powers. Well, I put an honest coin or two on their memories coming back a few hours or days after they leave the slice of Olympus. Oh, goodness. That's great to hear. They may be criminals, but they don't deserve to lose all their memories like that. What was it skipping? Is there an option they set that's making it skip? Like, I didn't click that time. Well, what is our path? Take these two down the mountain. I trust you would not entertain taking them with us on our journey. We can't take them with us, but I feel really bad just leaving them here. These are the bad guys, and we have to turn them in. Handing them over to the police is what comes first. But we can't just leave Officer Tajikaro out and who knows where. We can't abandon Tajikaro. Then he closes where he went. Can't just leave him. Actually, just a short hop downstream from where we found these two, there was a village, or small hamlet. If my darling Tajikaro fell into the river, he may have washed up there and been rescued. So he might be there. Gosh, let's go look for him right now! We didn't find the bag with the relic in it on either of these guys, so we really got to bank on him having it. Since we got to deal with these robbers too, I was hoping the villagers will let him stay there if we ask. You have to head that way regardless. Alright, Magami, let's get going. I'm not sure if that's audible. I've got a set of the people! Lots of people! They're over there! Hurry! Follow me! You wasted no time. He's already that far ahead. It really follows his nose, huh? Let us hurry after him before he is out of sight. Perhaps I will design a beautiful leash for him. Something that really shines. You all head downstream, attempting to keep old Gucci Magami in sight as he barrels on ahead. As for the amnesiac robbers, they continue to follow you close behind. Guess these guys are our responsibility for now, huh? Hey, Magami, we still got a ways to go. The scent has gotten thicker. The smelly smell. After walking along the riverside for some time, your group arrives at the hamlet. It's over there! Plenty of people's scents coming from it. It really does look like a tiny village. But is it just me, or has the atmosphere suddenly changed? Now that I take a good look at it, this is a completely different style of architecture from Olympus. Does look to belong to another world. This is the background that was used for Luna Kanaloa. So this should be, if it's not anything else, it should be the Oceanic Realm. I see someone. Could be a lookout. Now then, what's the play here? What? I'll go! I heard that one making first contact. It's all about the greeting. Wait. Greeting, you say? Greetings and salutations! Ogujimagami leans forward with his tongue hanging out, hoping to be petted. Well, too late to stop it now. You made first contact. You found a first villager. Ah, hello there. And what a nice, energetic greeting. Very good. Sure, it's good to greet strangers and all, but I can't say I saw this reaction coming. Yeah, I was more assuming they'd be hostile. Goodness, you're petting dear Ogujimagami like you were a puppy. They seem friendly, so how about we go meet them? Indeed. It does look like we can communicate. No reason to keep hiding. Let's show ourselves. By the spirits, look at all the guests we have. Welcome, welcome to our land of boundless, bountiful nature. Welcome to the Natural Living Camp Club. What? Huh? Natural living? It's exactly what it sounds like. We are a gathering of transients from worlds overflowing with nature. Tokyo life has left a lot of us worn out, so we've reached out to like-minded folks and set out to camp, like you see now. True. As we saw with Tangaroa in the main story loop, it seems that he got exhausted with city life and, you know, the council soup, so he probably wanted to escape of his own too. But instead he sank into depravity. Well, I'll be. Your camp's so convincing, I was positive this was a village that popped up from a world collision. Oh, do take a look at our intro brochure, if you don't mind. This is a membership-based club, but we always welcome visitors. Thank you? Hey, there's actually something I want to ask. The hamlet dwellers, or rather campers, lead you through the members' gate. Nothing can prepare you for what you see there. I figured it's Sedikar. Wasoi, wasoi! Summer River Adventure, Otherworldly Raging River Ramble, Episode 4. Witness the Forbidden Festival beyond your dreams. Tajikato is dancing like he has lost all sense of appearances and composure, the relic wolf's skull in his hand. A few fellow campers found him washed up on the riverbank. He wasn't hurt, thankfully, and he regained consciousness quickly. He's been like this ever since then, though. He keeps singing, dancing, and generally having a good time. Officer Tajikato! Ah, thank goodness! You're right! I was so worried Ah, would you like to join me in a dance, good sir? Come on, over here! Wasoi, wasoi! What is this stupid? This is what happens when you have to be creative with sprites that don't change in positions. Officer! Officer! I'm not a palanquin! He doesn't know his name, where he's from, or what happened to him. He's just been dancing the night away ever since. So he drank of the leaf then. How's he carrying Magami so easily? I want to wasoi too. Oh! Have you come to wasoi with me? Do as I do then. Wasoi, wasoi! Whoa! Arathan, you don't need to copy those moves. My mind is pure. My mind is pure. My mind is pure. I saw nothing, you hear me? Nothing! Well, that was bizarre. He managed to release Oguchi Magami from Tajikaru's enthusiastic clutches, and the group backs off of safe distance. I have no idea what sound to make for this. I can't make a loud enough sniff. Sniff! Officer Tajikaro, have you really forgotten who you are? Looks like it's a fact you can't remember us. Now world collisions in mind. What do we do about this? Hey, something's bugging me. Mind if I ask about it? What is it, baby? So this is a members-only camp, right? Why would they settle up next to this memory-erasing river? You truly are agreeing, Jugo. Such a simple answer, yet you cannot see it with your mind's eye. I can't believe I've gotten used to that smug tone of yours. Oh, tell me, Shiva, what have you noticed? Do not make me laugh, novice. Struggle, as is your duty. Did you honestly think I would surrender the answer so easily? Alright, tell us, Shiva. I'll train with you later. Listen, and listen well. This campground of yours is outside the effects of the world collision. What? The sights of Olympus are long behind us. Did you truly need such a thing pointed out? You should have said something sooner! If you noticed. I mean, it's kind of obvious. Because, like, this isn't Olympus, obviously. Hold on, darlings. Wasn't the effect of the Lethe supposed to fade, then, according to Sunbird's estimate? That ought to be what happens. But it looks like his memories aren't coming back with the time spent outside. Could it be? I can't just leave him like that. Isn't there some way? Something on your mind, Arachne? It's just... something feels a touch off, but I can't quite place my finger on it. That's really important, I think. Oh, you want to dance along with me? Come along, friends. Wasoi, wasoi. What now? Whatever, just give us that thing back. I cannot. The skull is dearly important, and though I do not know why, I am sworn to dance to defend it. Officer Tajikaro. Oh, what a man. His memories are gone, but he's still protecting the ancient wolf skulls through and through. He's gone, huh? Perhaps this little Hutchabind is right. There's something I want to check. This campground gets reception, right? It certainly does. Even in the depths of nature, one can't be without 5G. Not even 4G, huh? Oh! Do you have Officer Tajikaro's bag, then? His police radio should be inside. We can use that to call for backup. This is Oguchi Magami, the old Police Academy Canine Department. My apologies for calling you on my hand with Tajikaro's radio, but the situation is dire. You see... Ah, yes. Yes, sir. Understood! You're currently at a members-only campground where we... Alright, I called headquarters. We'll be sending backup officers tomorrow, and I'll take custody of the two robbers for us. Good job, Oguchi Magami. I guess that takes care of that. Now, we just need to deal with... We may be missing home, but was live without that internet connection. Yeah, sure. I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah. It seems they remember parts of their identity that are integral, but perhaps not recent memories within their time in Tokyo. Wasoi! The two robbers seem to have gleefully joined in with Tajikaro's festivities. Oguchi Magami watches the scene with a sad look. Maybe it's not worth it to force ourselves to continue. Maybe you should dip out with Tajikaro when the other cops get there. That does seem like it could be a splendid idea. We can't just leave our strapping officer here without his memories, after all. Our friend doesn't look like it. He'll be letting go of the relics anytime soon either. At least, until his memories return. I think going back is the right choice. This would have happened to begin with if I hadn't been so selfish. But still. Magami, I leave the relic to you. As your senior officer, it's my duty to protect you to the... Officer Tajikawa risked his life to protect the relic. He didn't back down. And I know it's selfish, but I want to see this through. Even though I know it might not be right. Oof! Oguchi Magami. So I let him see this through, and when he is finished, I will give him the lecture of a lifetime. Let's get Tajikawa his memories back. If there's still a chance, I'll come with you, Magami. Harrison, you would do that for me? Sorry to interrupt, but the sun is about to set. Your backup will arrive tomorrow, correct? How about resting for the night? We do happen to have extra tents. Well, it would be much appreciated, but a bunch of outsiders like us won't be intruding, will we? Heavens me, when did such a crowd start dancing around the good officer? It looks like his dancing was so appealing that others could not help but join. They seem to be enjoying themselves, so it will not do to force them to stop. You've shown us more warmth than the sun at high noon. Thank you. I do believe we'll indulge. Do you have a moment to talk about Tajikawa, dears? There's something that's been bothering me for quite some time. The other world's lethe has no effect here, yet his memories still elude him. Perhaps then... It is not that he cannot remember, but that he is possibly avoiding his own memories. What? Are you trying to say Officer Tajikawa doesn't want to remember us? Calm yourself, Magami. That isn't what I'm saying. I simply mean that it is possible that is where we have ended up. Do try to remember. Your Tajikawa has been keeping quiet about something this whole time. Or at least he gave me that impression. But he's not the type to hold on to a secret to keep his comrades in the dark. Precisely. If he is keeping it quiet for himself? Yet, what if he holds on to a painful memory that he cannot speak of or share? What if then he's unconsciously using his initial loss of memory to keep his painful memories at bay? What if he's blocking out any other memory that may trigger remembering that specific one? That does sound possible. Well, we still can't leave him as he is, though. Sad that he's forgotten this. Well, it's not good to dig into his secrets, but it is worse to leave him like this. So, what will we do then? Does anyone have any solutions? Well, I've got an idea up my sleeve. Bit of a gamble, but it couldn't hurt, right? I'll be needing your help for it, though. Willing to take the risk to help your friend? Yeah, definitely. Not too confident, but I'm willing. Anything for Tajikawa. Alright, then let's give this a try. It's a secret route from my homeland of the Great Spirit. You and the group prepare for the ritual, following Thunderbird's directions. Meanwhile, the cloak of the night has already fallen outside of the tent. How's that look? I put my thread around your whip like you asked. Now this looks real good. I just might order one of these custom made from you sometime. So, this little beauty's a dream catcher. It catches bad dreams in its webs, but lets the good one roll on through. I had her act and weave it with love, and I had her think about our bond. Our friendship, as she did it. You two just met, but okay. What does this have to do with the upcoming ritual? The only other preparation you asked for was something to sleep on. What we're about to embark on is a vision quest. It's a ritual from the Great Spirit that divines which path you should take. I've made a few adjustments and added our bond in with Webb's threads, letting us go deeper into Tajikawa's subconscious. We're going to follow these bonds all the way down to his memories and ask him directly to remember. We're going to give his soul a shake then, huh? Think it'll work? Sounds a bit invasive. Well, it's a whole lot better than doing nothing, I tell you. How about we fight the good fight for a friend? Let's go into his dreams. A vision quest, a dream adventure. I wonder what his dreams are like. Probably lots of nudity. Or, you know, a lot like those images was all those, what's it called, Tenjin and Tachikado with MC, Twitter. Now we just need a symbol of our meeting. Hey, you carnival fanatic, got a minute? What do you two like to wasoi with me? I was starting to get tired, but I can never turn down a good wasoi. I'm flattered by the offer, but I'd like to borrow that wolf skull you're carrying for just a spell. Oh, I could never let go of this. If I remember right, it's something terribly important. No need to worry about that, friend. I'm not stealing it from you. I just need it for the Festival of the Great Spirit Dog. Sunkma Nitu Tonka. How about joining the festival, friend? The spirit's known to give good dreams. A festival, you say? Well, as a man of that persuasion, I'm much obliged to help out. Hajikado follows Thunderbird's suggestions and puts the wolf skull atop the Dreamcatcher. Just hang in there, officer. We're going to wake you up. Alright, now, just relax. I'll be your guide throughout our dreamland adventure. Putting out the lights. Close those eyelids and listen hard. Listen to the whisperings of the spirits. An aromatic scent fills the quiet tent, and you and the others fall into a deep slumber. Alright, that's part 1. Oh, this is a short episode as well. Summer Adventure, Episode 2, Part 2. It's so short, in fact, I might be tempted to do the next episode after this, episode 5, and just do episode 6 as well as the epilogue tomorrow. I was planning to do episode 5 and 6 tomorrow, but it's really short. From far away, or perhaps nearby you, you hear Thunderbird's voice. Have you all managed to keep up, friends? Focus your minds where you hear my voice coming from, and take a gander. Am I dreaming? Somewhere in here. How are we conscious in a dream? It's my job to throw about sadness from dreams of the oppressed. That's what I was given power for. If you ever find yourself trapped by sadness, just remember me. No matter where I am, I'll come running. Enough about myself, though. We can tackle that later, since it looks like the others are here. My deadline! Wait, I used that one already. Hey, I'm over here, dearest. I'm here too? So where's Shuga and Shiva? I am bound in this web-like substance. I cannot stand. Damn you, web! I will shred you to bits. Wait. Hey, don't force it. Shiva, you're always like this. Excuse me? I'm going to be straight. Not in this game. When you start using force like that, it looks like you're making trouble for Arathan. You would dare to presume the connection Arathan and I share, running your mouth like a font of wisdom. Know that it was I who was approached. The one who planted these emotions in me has the obligation to respond. It's always you. You're not the only one with a bond of or connection here. Like, I felt something for Arathan too. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm not backing down. Ah, you speak with such force. Show me then. That force is not confined only to your blathering. That's a strange fighting noise. Jugo and Shiva go at each other, then become invisible in a brawling cloud of dreamy dust and fighting on a monopede. Okay. So not actual fighting. Don't fight over me too. You know, they look kind of friendly. It's just that communicating with your fists stuff you see in comics. There's some small differences. Or perhaps they are friendly enough to fight. Relationships take on many forms as there are ensembles. Some guys have all the luck. If they turn those fists on me, everyone would win. Please, fist me! What do we do about them, though? It does not seem like they can or even want to hear us. Aggressive sex noises. They just vanished before our very eyes! Looks like their threads got tangled up and they stumbled out before stabilizing. No, don't you worry. Those two should be awake back when they started. No shame though, we'll have to let them be on the lookout back in reality. Oh, Officer Tachikawa isn't here either. Did he also fail to make the jump? Well, he's not here because we're deep in his subconscious. We should find him way down the bottom of this world. Now then, Honorable Sunkamanitu Tanka, do guide us lost folk to our friend. Thunderbird's call is answered, and a small wolf of glowing light appears. The wolf glances over his shoulders at your group, and then begins walking into the misty world of the subconscious. Hey, isn't that? Is this the skull? Something up, Magami? Looks like the wolf is guiding us. That wolf's got white fur like yours. Yeah, it sure does look like that. Let's make sure we don't lose sight of it. Uguchi Magami is staring at the glowing wolf's back with a melancholic look on his face. Anan? I don't know what this is. Oh, this is where the wolf skull was. Stepping out of the radiant tunnel, your surroundings abruptly change and you find yourself in a dimly lit rocky cave. Huh? Where are we? Within dear Tachikawa's dream, I'm sure, but... Goodness me, look at the size of the rock up ahead. Oh yeah! This is Takamagahara! And that rock, they said the sun was hidden behind. Illumined by bonfire, figures can be seen dancing enchantedly atop the immense boulder. That's actually Amaterasu's secret artifact, I believe, the rock. So it's interesting we're seeing it separate here. Yeah, sure of it. That's the Ama no Iwato, the heavenly rock door. Which means that group of dancers has to be. Oguchi Magami's finger guides your gaze to a surprising sight. I thought it would be Amaterasu for some reason. Wasoi, wasoi! Drinks, sing, dance, revel! It hasn't changed a bit! Partying in the sleep, huh? That looks super fun. Oh ho! Is that Magami I see over there? Come friend! Join the festivities! Let us revel with such a din that even the great sun behind Iwato can hear us. Wasoi, wasoi! Officer Tajikaro, do you recognize me? But of course, my friend. You are a fellow denizen of Takamagahara, are you not? Oh. So his mind returned to when he was in his homeland. As he trapped in memories of an old festival. Yeah, this must be the festival when they managed to release Amaterasu. I'm sorry, could you fill me in a bit? I'm a little bit behind on my knowledge of Takamagahara. I've never seen it for myself, so this is just the stuff I've heard, but, well, here goes. This festival is part of a huge incident in Takamagahara history. There are 3 siblings who rule the land, Amaterasu, Tsukuyomi, and Housamo. Here Officer Tajikaro worshipped and served their leader, Amaterasu. One day, appalled by Susanoo's shameless actions, Amaterasu hid herself behind the Ama no Iwato and left the world in darkness. In an effort to coax her back out and bring back the sun, Tajikaro and the others held a grand festival. Right, that was the bait. The memory of that might be deeply connected to the secret he's been hiding. Tajikaro, let's go back to reality. Remember the summer festival back home. Reality? Why, whatever are you talking about? How could it be possibly more important than this festival? The time when they gaslit gatekeep girl boss Amy out of her cage, so true. And then the party immediately stopped when Amy left. In any case, we have to get the sun out from this cave, or eternal darkness awaits. Which is why we need to work up enough revelry and utter festive joy that the radiant sun herself wishes to come out and join us. His memories are falling deeper and deeper into the past. He might just forget us entirely if we do nothing. We'll have to pull him back first. It's sad. He's having so much fun. These Tajikaro just try to remember. Indeed. It's always fun to reminisce, but losing your present that way is sadder than losing your future. Love connects one and all to the future. That is the foundation of the past that leads us to seek the present and beyond hope. Officer Tajikaro, please, you've got to remember who you are. What are you blathering about in the face of the sun's retreat from the world? Are you plotting something? We will not allow you to harm our light. You will be punished by our hands. Soya, soya, la soya! Hey, we just want Officer Tajikaro to come back where he belongs. That's all. Say, I recognize you. You're our lady shameless younger brother, or Susano. Come again? To think that you had the gall to be so shameless. Why, if only it had been me. I mean, the nerve of you, what? As a servant of she who keeps the order of Takamagahara, I bring down upon you righteous judgment! Prepare yourself! Soy! Arachne puts away her needle and thread, lets out a sigh, and fixes her hair. I always get like this. I'll lose myself in a fit of emotion and miss the boutique for the blouse. One must first know who they are dealing with as if preparing for them a tailor-made suit. This I've learned and learned well. Arachne whistles first to herself, hand over breast, before she briskly walks up to the revelers and bows her head. Arachne be like, I'm truly sorry for interfering in such an important festival. I simply do not understand what's going on. Could you tell us then about Takamagahara and these festivities? Tajikaro and the revelers hear Arachne's apology and pause. They no longer appear intent on expelling you outsiders. I'm glad we reached an understanding. Sorry for being rough. We're the ones who ought to apologize. I went and did something a hero should never do. Apologies. I'm sorry too. That was real bad. So the sun of yours hid away, and now Takamagahara is pitch black? And that's why I have to push this rock side. Luckily, we brought our strongest. We're going to laugh and dance up a storm, and when the sun peers through, we're going to heave that rock open. So that's your plan, is it? Something about it troubles me, though. What were the options? So true, Arachne. The Tenjin all stare at one another in response to your question. What question did I ask? Please, don't accidentally click questions. I wish that you could review your options in the past text. So we were gonna ask them to just come out or something? Or maybe we're excluding Amaterasu is what they're saying. Join us. Like hell we can ask the sun such a thoughtless question. We can't dig her into her shame like that. Shame isn't acceptable here in Takamagara. Shame would make us hide our faces from the great sun above. This is related to the subsystem of Otohime's Dragon Palace, where they actually bury their shame under there, I believe. Well, for the first time in history, the sun herself has hidden away. It's unheard of, you hear me? Unheard of. Which is why that no matter what might happen to her, I had to pry that rock gate away. Having paused in the middle of your brawl, Tajikaro now looks up and whispers as if speaking to the sky. What's gotten into him? Just the sight of dear Athen was enough to send him into a rage a few moments ago. This is just my theory, but I've got a feeling that younger brother he raged over was never in the spot to begin with. Since he's been dragged back and trapped by his memories, he probably can't recognize that old fact. Either way, he's in a dangerously unstable spot. I feel like that question we just asked is super important, and we couldn't even get it. The question we're grappling with is where the core of that conflict lies. Well, let's review what we do know one fact at a time. And Tajikaro dear... Oh, this is Arachne. Well, let's review what we know one fact at a time. And Tajikaro dear, I want you to give it some consideration too. And if you're trapped by this memory you're experiencing, does that mean you regret prying open that rock? Maybe it's Takamagara's rules. Maybe it's related to how the sun feels. Yeah. When it comes to Takamagara's values, hiding seems to mean shame. Remember what I said to you, Tajikaro? About not making a mockery of the very concept of fashion? It is an appeal to showing it all and revealing everything. Even so, everything and light casts a shadow. Everyone is allowed thoughts they can't or don't want to share. Painful lessons have taught me that. Arachne looks at you and smiles as she says that. I guess that's in reference to her thing in Fashionista. Sometimes the shadow your heart casts gets a little too big, and you want to run from that light. I think we're all afforded times like that. As the time comes to walk in the light, though, I want you to take the steps of your own will. It certainly took me a lot of failures to get there. I too have forced someone to recognize their shame and revealed it to the world. I've had nights where my regret was so strong I couldn't sleep. You're not alone, Tajikaro. If you're lost in regret, if you can't move forward because your past is holding you back, then I won't just leave you behind. Let's walk together, beyond your past. Tajikaro and the Tenjin are visibly shaken by the forcefulness of Arachne's tone. You still have a lot of growing up to do, darlings. I've yet to wear the most flattering styles for my own silhouettes. One day, though, I'll go beyond what binds me. And if I can, honey, then so can all of you. That's right, the future awaits. And in that future, even the sun wears her shame with pride. Cheering for you, too. That's something I want to learn. Arachne, girl, you're so cool. Arachne tried to make a call out for specifically one of the gods. Was it Hera? Something like that, I don't know. Officer Tajikaro. Suddenly, without warning! Again. Did Amaterasu come out without a sprite? Rumbling and deep vibrations rattle the cave, and then is filled with bright light. The rock door! It's beginning to move! Now's our chance! Pry it open! The Tenjin all dashed to the giant boulder and began heaving on it with all their might. Wait, did you not listen to a word I said? Well, this is a memory of something that actually happened. The past is the past and it can't be rewritten. Wasai! Wasai! Tajikaru, get in here! What I wanted of the sun was so simple. I desired only for us to laugh together and to enjoy the festival. I thought my desire was clear and righteous, and yet... What did we even say? I sort of got that one question we accidentally skipped. Whatever. Tajikaru runs to the boulder wearing a conflicted look. The same boulder Katniss struggling tension could not budge. We're not even gonna see Amaterasu sprite. That's all I wanted. The sun was taken by such gloom and sadness, and I simply wanted her to dance and smile again. To smile, to laugh, to return to gaiety, to bring light back to all of us in Takamagahara. I hated the sun's brother for causing his sister such shame, and my hatred was justified on the face of it. Tajikaru steps in front of your group as he speaks. Are his eyes seeing the past, or do they belong to the men he know? Now I understand. I truly did not know him at the time. Why did Susanoo do such a thing? What motive was hidden in his act? Did I truly do the right thing? Or are my convictions true and proper? If I pulled this rock away, would it really have been the best action from my son's perspective? I hope you got to ask her. Was the question, does the sun want... It was probably just if Amaterasu wanted it. Indeed, Arthur. Indeed. We'll just have to wait for anniversary or for new semester when she prints. Tajikaru closes his eyes as if to contemplate your words. Quick trust. Perhaps this officer came to Tokyo to see that wish through. Tajikaru. Tokyo, you remember? You remember who you are, and don't ever forget it. Thank you, Arthur. I remembered what was most important to me. When I wake from this dream, there's something I would like to speak with you about. I guess there's a lot of exploration of Tajikaru's backstory, just because in his original festival event we didn't get to explore it whatsoever, which is a bit bizarre. Usually a character is fully explored in their first debut, but they didn't really with Tajikaru originally. Tajikaru disappears into the mists of dreamland, and your consciousness rapidly rises from the darkness. You awaken to the sound of your friends snoring. Hey, you up, baby? What's the matter? Why the tears? Not really sure why. I'm just happy Tajikaru is back. And I couldn't explain even if I knew. Thunderbird wraps you gently in his wings as he lies beside you. Hey, there's no right that works for everyone. Well, sometimes what's right for someone shifts and changes. Someone's always left by the wayside by what's right. And that's why we falter. And that's why we fight. And that's why I think what's really right lies beyond the ruminating and agonizing over what you thought was right. The contradiction here, though, is you'll never get to that beyond. But if you're lucky, someone will get there after you. That's why this bird keeps flying, thunder howling in his wake, believing that someone, someday, will make it beyond. Thunderbird pats you on the head, encouraging you to close your eyes. And that's me. Keep agonizing, thinking, fighting. Always wishing to be a hero. I hope you make it beyond someday. Anyway, you must be tired from the day's struggles. Rest up. Take it easy. Future hero. My hero. You feel the incredibly gentle warmth of his feathers. The night quietly grows deeper under the sky full of stars, and you feel his chicken cock pulsating inside you. It should have been me! Okay. I think we're done, but 1 hour and 30 minutes is not bad. If it was a bit too short, like maybe just like 1 hour and 20 or 10 minutes, I would have gone to episode 5, but we can just push it off to the next time. Probably. Is that fine? Should we go for another one? Oh wow, Wendy, rare appearance. I'm like debating right now if I should do episode 5 or not, since this was really short, 1 hour and 30 only, but... there's no guarantee that tomorrow's episodes are gonna be this short. I think I'm gonna do them right now because episode 6 is probably gonna be quite long. Episode 5 might be long too. Treat myself to a break. I mean, tomorrow I'm gonna have to do 2 full episodes plus a epilogue. So, it should be fine to do it now. We ended short. This next one might be long, but at worst it's gonna be like maybe 1 hour, so we'll end in 2 hours and 30. That's not so bad. Meanwhile, tomorrow we'll be doing episode 6, as well as the epilogue, as well as special quests on demand, so that's quite a bit, for sure. Alright, let's do this. Summer River Adventure, episode 5, by surprise. You're fighting on arrow 3. I mean, I was too, but we're going longer. We're committing to it. Oguchi Magami Dreams. White light pours out of the Iwato, or rock door, and he sees a small figure. It seems to guide him. The figure is the puppy he used to be, before he was given the name of Oguchi Magami. So when I was looking up Oguchi Magami for just a bit of background knowledge on him when I was making that voting poll, apparently it's based on the Japanese wolf, which is apparently now extinct, so Oguchi Magami is a deity of an entity that no longer exists, which is fairly interesting. And Pup projects a scene that appears to resonate with Magami as he watches it. One misty day, a wolf pup encountered a group of warriors. So thick was the mist that the warriors could not find their way. Seeing nothing but the pup, one of the warriors asked for aid. Please, he said, show us the right way. The pup led them, following his nose. Yep, not out of kindness, but out of curiosity. He was still innocent and overflowing with exhilaration, with no consideration for his own possible compensation. Merely finding a way for those who had lost theirs was joy enough for him. Once out of the mists, the warriors spotted their path home. Their apparent leader stood before the pup to address them. Suddenly, a loud voice rang out from somewhere high above the man. You are the finder of true paths. Call yourself Oguchi Magami and protect this land. The warrior was a tenjin of great renown in Takamagahara. Then and there, Oguchi Magami believed he had been given a sacred duty. He would be the one to devour curses and misfortunes and guide the people of Takamagahara along the true path of the land guardian. Should he let his sun god just have her moments, or should he intervene? Why don't you ask her how she feels yourself since you're both in Tokyo? I mean, the past is the past now, but it's, you know, it's not like you can't really treat these Hoso characters as humans, despite that's what you want them to be treated as. Sorry for the article, but you know, they behave exactly how they are because of how their mythologies are written. You can't rewrite their personalities in the same way you can't rewrite their histories. So, you know, talking it over is not really going to solve their identity because they need that sort of history and way of being to exist in the first place. He would be the one to devour curses and misfortunes and guide the people of Takamagahara along the true path as the land's guardian. Yet he did not embrace this role out of a sense of righteousness, nor from overflowing benevolence. It was simply something he was able to do. Thus did it all begin. We're back here. What is this side story? There's not even a story going on. You're making fucking curry and Mushisu was lost. That's all that's happening here. Okay, yeah, got it. Thanks for the call. Everything's alright back here. Everyone's looking forward to your return, so be careful out there, alright? Have a nice adventure. Oh, Guildmaster really can't avoid trouble, huh? Scree! Hey, there you are. Saw you wandering off on the phone. So, what's the word? We're talking to Harrison, right? We returned yesterday. I missed that awesome curry. I was looking forward to eating it together. Yeah, it sounds like the other group spent the night at the campground downstream. Everyone's fine too, not a crush on anyone. Oh, sorry. Oh, and they apparently caught a few of the grave robbers too. Wait, what? You make it sound so easy. They've got cops with them, sure, but that's way too fast. Piece of cake for my partner. But the group ran some real wild characters on the road too. Good morning, everyone. I heard a little bit of your conversation and must ask, is that all true? Morning, Maria. I didn't know, right? It's so surprising. But since Arthur was with them, it probably is. Wonderful news. I do hope it reaches the nice folks we met yesterday. Nice folks. Nice guys. Oh, you mean the guys who were trying to coax us to give them the wolf skull? I spoke with them a little, and they're passionate about picking up artifacts and relics like you wouldn't believe. Why, whenever we spoke about the connection between relics and old legends, they lost themselves in regaling me with theories and studies. We were talking about people we met yesterday. What was that dragon's name again? What was Marduk? Mushuzu? Mushusu, you mean? I remember flying off and not coming back. Marduk has been terribly down about that. He only ate 3 plates of our homemade curry yesterday. That's a lot. Only? Ah, he sounds fine to me. That first year is giving Rio a run for his money in the appetite department. I guess he has quite the voracious appetite too. The missionaries are going to search for it as well. Do let us know if you see the dragon. Nothing's flying around. It sounds pretty rough out there. Think Arthur and the Osa are okay? Well, they caught the grave robbers, right? There's probably no one else to cause trouble, so they should be back soon. I guess you're right. Arson, I hope you make it back right. Such an amazing non-side story. I guess the new development there is they're looking for Bushusu now, so we might see them. Wonder if I worried them. Gotta finish up and get back quickly. Ugh, well, that's not curry. Sorry to barge in. Were you finished calling your friends? Our police backup arrived just a while ago and ready to head out once they take over. So I came to get you. And that's all. Thanks, Mogami. Let's head back together. You okay? Why do you ask? I'm feeling as good as ever today. Let's be off then. You join Oguchi Mogami, and the two of you continue walking. The police canine appears oblivious to his own conflicted emotions, and his tail remains drooped despite his bright demeanor. The group and police are gathered at the back gate of the members-only campground. The robbers are to be handed over here, away from public eye, to avoid needless confusion. Is that just me, or have these two gotten real quiet? Maybe too quiet? They probably remember. Do have a point. They seem awfully meek. Their memories must have returned, have they not? From what I hear, unlike our friend Tajikaro, these two seem uncomfortable since last night. Strange. Those two absorbed by greed would likely have a harsh complaint or two. I am now officially handling these criminal grave robbers over. Excellent work, officer. The criminals are now in our custody. Really, Tajikaro? That outfit is not doing it for you. I did not ask for a fashion check, officer. I'll see to it that the perpetrators get where they need to go. Oh, how about that? It turns out they want to talk with your group a little. The robbers? They want to speak with us. We had a dream last night. One of the grave robbers slowly begins, and as if wading through foggy memories. I dream of back when we were kids, during the summer, when we had fun doing whatever we wanted. Blue skies and white clothes. We ran around in nature with no idea what about the real world. I feel like you could take this back in the precinct. You do not need to hear this right now. We used to what little money we'd save working part-time to go on a trip, looking for fossils we weren't gonna find. Thanks for reminding us of those days. That's all we wanted to say. One of the robbers then flicks Oguchi mockingly said with his finger. Why did he tell us that? You popped up in our dreams for some reason. You were dancing up a storm in some summer festival. I had a dream just as vivid myself. Oh, how I danced in that festival. What fun it was. None of you were there, of course. I think I want to go for a summer festival once. Mind if we pop over to yours sometime? As long as you've served your sentence and have atoned for your crimes. Kill police academy will welcome you with open arms. That's a bit much. Well, whatever. I guess that was a bit of a petty crime. I'll show you. It wasn't even a crime. Like, where did they even steal it from? They don't... like, they say they stole something, but they don't even know the location that was taken from. I'll show you a wonderful time like no other. Spreading joy is what festivals are all about. Yeah, we'll be waiting for you to call. I'll buy you a chocolate banana. Woof! I guess we brought back old memories. We'll have to invite them next time. Indeed, Arthur. I do hope we can all enjoy a festival together. One day. Tajikato holds his salute, watching over the robbers until they disappear from view. After handing the culprits over to the police, your group leaves the helpful camp behind. Well then, let's cheer up, lick alive, and head on over to where that skull belongs. Could you be any more bafflingly cheerful? Have you any idea the lengths I went to save? Of course he doesn't. You and I didn't do jack. He got ejected immediately and stood around, remember? Yeah, that's a bit much from Shima. Let's hope he's here. Huh? Yeah. Now I have to apologize for forcing ourselves into your subconscious, even if it was to get back your memories. Memories are an essential part of what makes us who we are, not something people can peek into without permission. Allow me to apologize too. Not only did I dig into your memories, but I went and lectured you to boot. Ah, no need to apologize. You would not have had to go so far had I been more skilled officer, after all. I'm also glad that you took that look into my past. Although it led to another issue popping up. Tajikato shoots you a quick glance before looking away. Is he going for us too now? Tajikato? Come on, speak your mind. I cannot believe that you, Arthur, were her sibling, Susano. Were you not embarrassed to do such a thing? In the hallowed manner of Lady Matarasu herself, no less. You do like Jugo and Shiva nice. Yeah, I mean, we don't really see them interact outside of this event, unfortunately, but we don't really see Jugo and Shiva in general, really. Which is surprising. The Warbongs do get a lot of time in the events and as side features, but not really Shiva himself. What are you talking about? I think there's like specific details about Shiva going naked or doing some wild bananas that shit in Amaterasu's presence. So this is stuff that's not being elaborated on. Please do not make me say it outright. I've been avoiding the embarrassment of stating it directly. To do so would be to look back at the shame of my past and bear the shock that comes with it. In any case, Arthur, there is something the two of us must speak of in private later. Ready yourself for it, and my giant cock. Without another word, Tajikawa turns back to face the group and bows his head. Now, with that said, I do believe this incident provided a good opportunity for me to reflect on my past and self. I believe in my mind that the entirety of the events surrounding the Ama no Iwato, spoken of in my home of Takamagahara. I believe my actions are justifiable. I believed I had done the right thing. Yet, I would like to reflect now and rethink my actions. Was that truly a decision I can be proud of? Or was it truly a right to simply act on what I believed at the time to be correct? As one who strives to be a just officer of the law, I would like to strip away the garb of my beliefs and dress myself anew. Sorry, my throat's getting a bit dry. Third episode. Housamo threw a flayed horse, or a flaming horse into her home. Did she? Okay, that's ridiculous. Yeah, it's like more insane than just being naked. He did some pretty fucking bananas that shit. Tajikawa takes a step forward before briskly turning around to give your group a vigorous salute. I apologize deeply for my failure. I, Tajikawa, wish to express both my deep regrets and boundless gratitude. I ask that you continue to be patient with my growth and continue to guide me, friends. Thank you for everything! Officer Tajikawa. Oguchi Magami takes the lead as your group heads downstream, walking along a tranquil trail beside the river. Eventually, you exit onto an open plateau with a thick forest spreading out below it. The scent is coming from the forest down there! The trigger event featuring the long goes gets translated. It should be translated, but like they can't reprint the event entirely. It was like a non-event. There was no new units. There was no banner. It was just coins. So it would be weird if they reprinted that fully. Heavens! This forest is massive, with a river and no paths, no less. Why, I would say there's more jungle than forest. What a perfect forest for trading. You two seem a little excited. What? No? How about we take a moment to catch our breath? It looks wise to regain our strength before taking on this show. Sure, it's a good idea to rest when you can. There's no telling what the world collision has in store for us up ahead either. You all relax in your own ways, whether that be opening up a lunchbox, making some tea, meditating, or some other method. Here you go, baby. You want milk or sugar with it? It smells nice. Thanks, Center Road. Yeah, it looks a little better. Like what you smell? It's a special blend of mine. Go ahead, give it a taste. That's my special recipe in it. I've been looking forward to serving you a cup. There's even seconds if you want. Perhaps a world collision is not so bad if it means we can take a look at such beautiful nature while sipping coffee. Oh, over there, that is the waterfall where the wyverns attacked us. And there is the riverbank where they stole our boats. Arachne? Oh, you remembered. Where in the world did our boats end up? Alright, we never did get those back. Well, it isn't her, so it would be not good if she didn't get her boat back. What's the matter, Magami? Oh, is it the coffee? Still too young for its bitter black glory. Oh, nothing like that. Is something on your mind? I'll hear you out if you'd like. You'd feel better if you speak up. Well, if it's okay with all of you, there's something I wanted to ask. He turns to all of you with his ears drooping. Why is it that the robbers who dug up this ancient wolf skull tried so hard to get it back? Why? I mean, it's not the most insightful take, but it must have a lot of value to them, right? Yeah, that's what one would normally think. Just about everything else is valuable to someone. If they've got a collector with an eye for ancient artifacts, I'm like, I can see it. Big collectors usually have big money, and there's more ways to sell that thing off than there are stars in the sky. Haven't found where the deals happen though, and not for lack of trying. Even that black market auction had zilch in the grave goods departments. Are they going even deeper underground to sell that thing? Or perhaps it's the alchemists. Either way, I can't jump to any conclusions just yet, and the robbers in question have been taken in. We'll probably learn what we need to when they get interrogated. Is there some thought you're stuck on, Nakami? It's alright, you can tell me. No matter how minor the issue, I will give you my full attention. That is my duty as your senior officer and handler, after all. Thanks, Officer Tachikaro. Yeah, never has a raise. We're all in some adventure together. This one suits you better, Malcolm. That's microaggression. Shouldn't say that. Thank you, Arathan. Thank you, everyone. Oguchi Magami looks at you with watery eyes, then immediately shakes his head and wipes his tears. You're right. I can't be the one moping around when I dragged you all out here in the first place. Let's get the skull back where it belongs first. I can do all of the worrying I want after. Are you sure about that, Magami? Yes, sir! Really, more than anything, I just don't want to worry all of you. Sometime after all this is all finished, I think about it on my own. If I'm still stuck, though, will you hear me out? You know it. Come to me anytime. Try not to hold in too much. Woof! Woof! The sound is coming from someplace just outside the forest. If you make it there, it's mission complete. Yeah? Sounds like we're in the last legs of the adventure then. There's been highs and lows, but it's sad to see it end. No. An adventure is an adventure until one gets home. We still have the second half to enjoy. Enjoy, she says. The words of a true slave to passion, yet it has its merit. Oh, and let us recover the boats and return with them. Kamata's old man Amatsumara is not someone you wish to anger. Come to think of it, what happened to that massive dragon who blew me away, and those wyverns? Oh, so that's what happened when you're off screen, huh? It should have been me! The dragon should have blown me away. Don't worry, it should definitely, maybe, be this way. You sound a little lacking in confidence, but luckily, I will trust you. You continue to follow Oguchi Magami, pushing past the trees, bushes, and bushes to forge your way through the deep forest. What's up, Shuba? You're staying at something? I can feel it. Just up ahead of us, a great river is once again roiling. Huh? Tokyo. What do you say? Oh, okay. Goodness, there's so much green around here it's hard to see a thing. Watch your feet, everyone. I see you're awake this time, Jugo. Indeed, the air around us has shifted, and unnaturally at that. Feels like it might have been the air pressure. Let's stay frosty, friends. The world collision probably got deeper. Change or not, it has been nothing but thick forest no matter how much we walk. Is that Skull's home really in here? Wait, huh? Oh, where are we? What? Wait, you mean to tell me this is not our destination? Where did we take a wrong turn? A relic sent to let this way, I'm sure of it. Or it did until suddenly disappeared. Damn. Quick, everyone, turn around. This place has already been gotten by the world collision. You all turn around, intent on returning the way you came, but your view abruptly changes. Where are we at now? Look! Tokyo? Oh, the sky. Where are we? We're in the air? We're flying? What are you all doggy paddling for, Makami? Situations like this call for, of course, dancing! Goodness me. I cannot say I thought this was how it would all end. But it was a good life. Au revoir, everyone. That's a pretty happy way to take it. She took it in stride. I've never seen anyone lose it so calmly. Arachne, hang in there. It's not over yet. The very air around you quakes as Shubo cries out, and you all freeze. Calm yourselves. Catch your breath. Look to what your feet stand on. We're not falling. There's ground. I was pretty surprised myself. Didn't think following Otherworldly River would lead to a place like this. A sea of clouds as far as the eye can see rolls out before you. The path you had trodden no longer exists. Right, this is a new background for this event, but if it's not Takapagahara, then I don't know where it is. You are far above the Tokyo skies, hidden beyond clouds, in a space known as the Hanging Gardens. Episode 5, the Airborne requiring... Damn it, I didn't read it in time. Summer River Adventure, Otherworldly Raging Rapid Ramble River Rapids. Ramble. Yes. Yeah, I don't normally do this. In fact, I've never done this before, I'm pretty sure. But I'm gonna stop halfway through part 5. We'll just call it a day here. 2 hours is a good way to end it off. Besides, it doesn't really look like we're interrupting any major plot points besides entering a different location. So, that is it for today's episode of Summer River Adventure. Yeah, it was pretty good. Actually, I'm just saying that out of nothing. What even happened in this episode? We followed up, we followed the river, some people lost their memories, and then we saw Tajikaro, and we learned a bit about Tajikaro, since we never learned about him properly in his first event preview. So I guess that was nice to read about the story and how Tajikaro thought about consent or something. I accidentally spoiled the show. I'll have to rewind at that part what exactly we asked in the prompt. Arachne, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die in style. Yeah, she really took it straight. Maybe that's the best way to take it, rather than going out humiliated and, you know, embarrassed, yelling at the top of your lungs. He just accepted it with grace and fashion, of course. But yeah, honestly, it was kind of a bit of a nothing episode in terms of the events that happened, which is part of the reason why I want to continue it even longer. Like, if we're looking back on it, what exactly unfolded? At the end of yesterday's episode, we retrieved the skull, and then we immediately lost it in today's playthrough, and then we regained it. So I guess, you know, the ending of the Grave Robbers is the main thing. It's like, officially, they're no longer a threat and we're reserving it. But it's mostly just like Scooby-Doo hijinks with facing them periodically. I don't know where the boats are, so that's gonna be one of the overarching plot points we'll have to deal with. But so far, the overarching plot of trying to return the skull has not changed. It was just a bit of a detour with Tajikaro and a bit of a vague understanding of how Thunderbird's powers and mythology works. We don't really... I forget what Thunderbird sings is supposed to be about. Like, there's Thunderbird's supposed to refer to a shaman within, you know, the original show, or what's called Aboriginal mythology, or indigenous, I guess. So, but yeah, I forgot specifically what Thunderbird does within that tribe. I don't remember it being related to dream catching or whatever Thunderbird was on about in this episode. But those two guys are probably done. Tajikaro and Thunderbird has had his arc. Maybe even Arachne. I mean, she was kind of just like, she just gave information on the river of Aletha. I don't know if that really counts as an arc or not, but it's probably the most we're gonna get since we're already past Olympus. So the only characters left that we need to review at this point, I mean, Shuba and Jugo are done. They had the most nothing presence in the first episodes, but it was just, you know, good fun for characterizations, and we get to see them goofing off that thing. So it's nice to see them continuing to goof off, and they're not just completely forgotten. Although they're complete butts of jokes when they enter the dreams. But yeah, obviously this last episode is going to be for what's it called? Oguchi Magmi. We're gonna be finishing the story off, seeing his entire deal and why he's so wish-washy about certain things. I don't know, he seems a bit uncertain about what specifically, it's been super vague, and I can't really even make a guess at this point. So I do know that Oguchi has a different skin where it's most likely his original and mythological form. But yeah. Let's see. The Airborne Hanging Gardens are real in Tokyo. Oh, are they? Didn't realize that. That is definitely more. But yeah, it's nice to see you, Windy, coming out of your hole from the Iwato no, the Amino Iwato, coming out of your hole and bringing up the world again. But yeah, that's it for today's playthrough. Look forward to tomorrow, same time. I'll be finishing up and seeing what Oguchi's up to, and then look forward to a video in development for covering the new topics that came out during this event. Not just the new ones, but also just whatever the patterns are. But yeah, that's it for now. See you tomorrow, guys. Well, for now, cuties. Catch you next time.